How old are you, 20 years old? Are they supposed to allow 20-year-olds to be live streamed from the NASDAQ? Get your ass up here. Let's go. He's not Scott Walker, folks. He's 20 years old. He's a ginger-headed guy. He is Max from Gladius. How you doing, brother?
Hello. Hey. How's it going?
So,
good.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Max from Gladius.
Have you done anything in crypto?
Well, I've actually been in this space since 2012 when I was, buying Bitcoin for, $5 a pop, and
2012.
2012,
What
yeah.
was that, like you're 14? Shout out to all the 14-year-olds out there that said they couldn't do crypto. So
I've met a number of young people that now have a larger net worth than their parents.
shout out to what's the kid, Finneman, Adam, or who's the kid? Inc. magazine, 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, I think it's Adam.
Adam. Shout out to Finneman. You're one of my favorite people on Twitter. I don't know, how old are you now? Like 19? You're out there changing the world. Started investing in crypto when your grandma gave you $1,000 at 12 years old. Smart move, kid. Smart move. So, Gladius. What's Gladius?
Yeah, so Gladius is a cybersecurity company at its heart, and we are powered by the blockchain. And essentially, we're solving one of the oldest problems in the cybersecurity world, distributed denial of service attacks. And interestingly enough, those go back...
For the people out right now Googling the distributed denial of service, what does that mean for the average person?
So basically, when you go to a website, whether it be an exchange, Amazon, your favorite media publication, bad actors can bombard the site with thousands of fake requests to shut it down. And that's kind of the gist of things. And these problems have existed since the 50s, actually. 50 years ago, in the 70s, was the first DDoS attack. It was actually executed by a...
Shout out to the first DDoS attack.
By a 13-year-old kid who...
Is he in jail?
I don't know what he's up to now, but...
He's probably working for the government.
Probably.
Shout out to that 13-year-old kid.
Well, back then, they weren't really arresting people for cyber crime.
They're probably hiring them.
It wasn't probably until the 80s where they prosecuted the first person. I don't think there were any prosecutions in the 70s.
Yeah, it was so early back then, and this instance, he basically took down UIUC's entire 32-computer mainframe.
UIUC, what's that?
University of Illinois. Yep.
Oh, University of Illinois.
Yeah, that was the first.
Shout out
attack.
to Mark Andreessen. Hope that wasn't you.
But yeah, this problem's been around for almost 50 years now, and it's never really truly been solved. Currently, the way people try to solve this is by having these huge scrubbing centers that are placed around the world that intercept traffic when someone tries to visit a website. The problem with that is that it's a centralized solution trying to fight a decentralized attack, and that's just inefficient. So what we're doing is building a decentralized solution that anybody can be a part of or make their own.
When you say anybody can be a part of, what does that mean?
Well...
Anybody with a laptop?
Exactly. So there's a few different parts of our network, but if you want to contribute your own bandwidth and actually protect a website, you need minimal hardware. A Raspberry Pi could do it, which costs $35. You could buy one of those, set it up.
Could you do it from your laptop?
You could do it from your laptop. You could do it from your desktop. You could do it even from
So you're literally creating a distributed Gladius protection network.
Exactly, and anybody can create their own protection pool and find their own customers. So an example that we like to use is, let's say in your exchange, you might be paying tens of thousands of dollars a month to actually protect your exchange, and those bills kind of rack up fast. So what if you could create your own pool and say, reach out to your customers and say, hey, if you want to protect our website from attacks to ensure that you can do your trading and do whatever you want.
An exchange like Bittrex, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Shout out to Kate from Bittrex. Hope you're watching.
But
did you even invite her to come up here?
We did.
What'd she say?
I think she had some meetings to attend to, but
hey, come on, man.
She could have been at the NASDAQ. But yeah, let's say you're Bittrex and you have millions of people using your site or whatever it may be. Instead of paying tens of thousands of dollars to actually protect your site, you could take your existing community and put them to work and have them rewarded for their own bandwidth to protect your site and your exchange.
Was this easy to do? Was it easy to build this?
I mean, before blockchain existed, this was pretty much impossible to do. All the incentives weren't there, but blockchain really allowed this to happen.
You needed a token to pay people with.
Exactly, yeah. People don't necessarily want to give out their stuff for free, whether it be bandwidth, their car, their home. But this allows them to actually monetize their bandwidth and protect sites.
So tell me the story about the last year or two, about how you built this up, how you went through a token sale, all the hard work, all the hard hours. How many people are
14 people now.
14 people?
Yeah, full time.
Shout out to the 14 maniacs building Gladius. Are there a couple of them here?
There's 2 of them.
And every time I see you, you got these 2 bulldogs with you.
Yeah, they're great. But yeah, the past year or so has been kind of crazy. And
You've learned about leadership.
I've learned about everything,
You've
really.
learned about the law.
More than I could have learned in college. I've learned, on the job, so to speak.
Isn't that where the greatest lessons in life come from?
Yeah, it's the school of the hard knocks.
You graduated that school, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, still a student. Always a student.
Still studying?
Always learning.
What do you think about this kid's project? Decentralized DDoS protection?
I mean, that's the opportunity here. There are so many problems that have not been solved over the last 50 years that now, as a result of this new technology that provides for security, economic incentives, immutability, all of the things that the blockchain provides for, we can now solve many of these problems. It's a great time to be an entrepreneur. It's a great time to be a pioneer because there's almost an infinite number of opportunities available right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what was your aha moment? I know you were 14 years old. What all of a sudden made you go, aha, I'm going to build Gladius? What made you all of a sudden go, you know what, this is my vision?
Yeah, so the story actually starts like 10 years ago when I was, hosting Minecraft servers and getting into Bitcoin. Part of the community was DDoS attacks, and people would DDoS your server, and you would DDoS, someone else's server just for the fun of it. It was kind of a game back then. And that was my first foray into the whole thing. Fast forward to college, I went to the University of Maryland for a little bit. I was working.
Shout out to what, Terrapins?
The Terps, yeah.
Terps?
But I was working on a fitness startup, and basically the day we launched our site was DDoSed. We started getting attacked, and we kind of scrambled to find a solution. And any free solution did not have all the features to actually protect the site. And any paid solution was extremely expensive for a couple of college-age kids in a pre-revenue startup. So that kind of really opened our eyes to the dire market need to innovate and provide a real solution to this problem.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you got any news to share?
I mean, we've been in an open beta for about 2 months now, since September 1st, August 31st. So, I mean, anybody can go onto our site and download our product. We have over 1,000 people using it in 80 different countries. So, we've made a lot of progress since then. One thing I did want to bring up, though, was a point Brock made earlier in the night. He talked about a bunch of young entrepreneurs trying to get into the space and trying to innovate, but having struggles getting to the point of full maturity. And that's something that really resonated with me and Gladius. When we started, we were 3 college-age kids in a dorm room. But we from the start we realized that we needed expert guidance in every facet of our company. And I think that's a thing that many startups in the blockchain space kind of omit. They say, oh, I can raise a lot of money, I can do all of this, but yeah, don't worry about my product, don't worry about my corporate governance, don't worry about any of that, just worry about tokens and stuff. And so we kind of took a different approach. From the start, we hired top-tier legal teams. We have great accountants, RSM. We've hired people from Goldman Sachs, Sienna, all types of multi-billion-dollar company backgrounds. That's kind of, I think, a theme that a number of companies in this industry need to look at. Going forward with the thought that, hey, I need to actually be a valid company and not just a startup that's appears 1 month and disappears the other, but it's a company that's exists for the long term.
Delivering on the promise.
Exactly, delivering on the promise and
that's important.
Doing it in the right way. Yeah.
You and your team.
Exactly.
He is Max from Gladius. They are delivering on the promise. He's 20 years old and he's only getting better every single day. Max.
Thank you.
Thanks, you made it.